Hi, welcome to this tutorial. This is Laurent Timmermans, and in this tutorial I will show you how to set up your corporate email using cPanel and Gmail. So we'll be using an external hosting called A2 Hosting. So I will go into the cPanel and show you how you can get the information to configure your email into Gmail. Then we'll move to Gmail and I will show you how to configure your Gmail account in order to be able to receive and send email through Gmail, basically. Okay, so let's move on. So the first thing you want to do is to go to your A2 hosting account. So I'm using A2 hosting, but it will also work if you use HostGator or GoDaddy or anything like that. So basically what you need is a cPanel. Yeah, so if you don't have hosting yet for your website and so on, I really recommend to use A2 hosting. I will put a link in the description below. You can simply click on this link and set your hosting there. So I'm actually affiliate to A2 hosting, so I just want to say it first, you know, so that there is no no confusion there. I have been using their services for 3 years. I like it, so I have no problem recommending them. Anyway, that's done. Let's move forward. So here I have one active hosting solution with them. So what I do, I go to manage. Okay, so here what I want to do is to log into my cPanel. So I'm logging in, and here we are, we appear on the cPanel. So here what you want to do is to look for your emails, basically. So you see, you go to email account, so you click on email account. And here, really easy, you just create the email you want. So basically, for the sake of this demonstration, I will just create an email called info@athinasia.com, and I will put a password there. So I will delete it after. So anyway, let's say I will call that, yeah. Okay, so you put the password you want. You type it twice, here we are. So this is a very strong password, apparently, great. Then you can choose whether you can have a maximum quota. So you can decide that this mailbox will only have 250 megabyte of quota, or you can give it unlimited. So let's just say I will keep 250 in this case. If it's your personal email, just go unlimited, you know. Yeah, but if it's an email you don't really care too much, or you give it to an intern or something, you know, you can put 250 so that you limit it a little bit. But I'm using that since 3 years now, and yeah, that's my main address, and I have been consuming 2 gigabyte, 2000 megabytes so far. So yeah, better to go for unlimited if it's somebody that will be working in your organization for a while. Okay, so what you do here, you create an account, and boom, here we are. So where is this account here? info@athinasia.com. So you can change the password later on if you want. You can change the quota, so you can update that. Here we were at 250, but if you want to change later on and put it unlimited, you can do it. You can also delete this account eventually if you think it's not good anymore, not relevant anymore. So here you click more, and what you want to do is to configure the email client. So you click on configure the email client, and here we are. This is all the information you will need for Google. Okay, you can also use that if you use Outlook or something. You will use exactly the same information, you know. You see Microsoft Outlook 2007, you can have auto discovery, but if you have Microsoft Outlook 2000, you can use this IMAP, etc. So here's the information you need. So we have the username, okay, we have the password that I put there, and then we have the incoming server for you to receive emails, and we have the outgoing servers for you to send email. So after what you want to go, you go into your setting, and in your setting you will go to account and import. Then you go here on first, like, add a POP3 mail account. So this will be for you to receive your emails in Google. So we click, and then here we are, these appear. So what you do, you enter the email address that you want, info@athinasia.com. Then you go next step. Next step, well, the email address is already here. The username in our case is exactly the same. Okay, I will show you that now. As you can see, sorry, here, as you can see, the username for on our cPanel, okay, is info@athinasia.com. So we need to use exactly the same. Then after, what we will need is to have here our incoming server. So the incoming server is this one. So we click here and we enter the incoming server. Okay. Then you have the port. So the port, you go here and you check. The POP3 port is 995. So we go here and we check 995. Then you type your password. It's exactly the same that you just choose for this email address. So don't invent a new one. It's the one you already put there. Then here in the boxes, what we will do is we will choose a secure connection SSL, because we are choosing this one, secure SSL TSL setting, okay, which is the recommended one. So we go here and we choose this one. Then we want to have our incoming messages label info@athinasia.com, so that we can know that it comes from this email address. Then you can choose to leave a copy on the server, and you can archive incoming messages. I will not do that. I will just keep those two settings here. Then add the account. Then we wait a little bit and boom, your mail account has been added. So now it's added. So what we need to ask here is that you can now retrieve your mail from this account. Would you also like to be able to send mail as info@athinasia.com? And yes, we would like to do that. If you don't want, you just say no, but if you want, then you just keep going. Yes, enable me to do that. Then you click next step. Then the name will be Athinasia Consulting. Let's change the name. Let's call it, because I have another one, so let's call it Info Athinasia. Put that in big. Yeah. And that's it. So we click next step. Okay. And here what we have is configure your mail to be sent through athinasia.com. So basically here we have to configure that a little bit, because we so far we have configured how to send email, but we have not configured yet how to, we have configured how to receive emails from this mailbox, but we have not configured how to send emails. So that's what we have to do. So we go back here and we see what is the outgoing server, and the outgoing server, we need to use this link. Here we are, and then the port, same as we did before, we go back here and the port is 465. So we go here, 465. Username is still the same, huh? info@athinasia.com. Okay, and the password is still the one you choose before. Okay, and we want to use a secure connection using SSL, right? So add the account. Now they're checking. Now it's working apparently. Congratulations, we successfully located your other services and verify your credentials. So it's working. Just one more step. An email with a confirmation code was sent to info@athinasia.com. And to add your email address, do one of the following. So click on the link in the confirmation email or enter the verify confirmation code. So let's go to here. Now we click and you will realize something is that we receive an email here. Okay, so the confirmation code is this one. So I will go through this way, although you could simply click on this email if you want. So I go back here and I paste the code, then verify, and it's working. Here we are. So the mail is there now. So we can check in the settings. So account and import, and what we can see is we have info Athinasia. It's there, and yeah, and info Athinasia is here too. Okay, now let's have a quick look as well. If you want this email to become your key email address, you know, if you say this is the one I want I want to use as my main address. Each time I send something, I want this to be the sending email. So you can decide to make default. I won't do it because for me I'm using this one as my default one, but you could choose this one. Now if you don't like it anymore, later on what you can do is to delete it. So here I have 2 email addresses, for example, I'm not using anymore because that was on another project. So you can simply delete, and then I say confirm delete, okay, and then it just disappears. Same thing here, delete, and it just disappears. And here also you have to do it here too. You delete the info Aspara, okay, and here we are. So really easy to keep it clean and tidy. Another thing you have to notice here, that's really annoying, and by the way, if you know a way to avoid that, please let me know in the comment, because I'm really interested to know how to solve this problem. It's like basically the emails on Google are fetching once an hour, which means what is like if you receive an email now on this email address, you won't receive it directly. They will send it to you an hour later. So if you want to keep checking your address, what you have to do is to check email now, and then they will check. For example, this email address last time they checked is 21 minutes ago, so I still have to wait for 39 minutes before they fetch my emails. So if I want it now, I just check it now, and then they will be fetching. Okay, and then 0 minutes ago, no mails fetched. Okay, so there's no new emails for this email address. So that's a bit annoying. You have to do that from time to time if you want to keep updated. And if you have any idea how to get it done directly, please let me know in the comment, because I have no idea. Okay, so here we are. That's the way to configure your address. Now another thing that you might be interested in as well is to have a signature in your address. So to do that, so here's my signature for laurent@athinesia.com. So imagine I want the same for the other one. I say the info@athinesia.com. I want the signature, so I copy paste, and here we are. So it's really as simple as that, you know. So now when I will send an email through this email, this will be the signature. So first thing here, save change. Now I will show you how to send an email now. So imagine, so as my default is laurent@athinesia.com, I'm using this one here, okay? But if I decide to send an email through info@athinesia, then I click that, you know, and then now it will be info@athinesia. Well, in this case, it's exactly the same signature, so they use that one. But if I had to change the signature for this email address, it will be another signature. So here you send an email to somebody if you want, and they will use this address. And that's it. Here we are. Really, really simple way to configure your corporate address. I hope you like it. If you like it, don't forget to put a thumbs up on this video. And yeah, and if you know how to fetch the email faster than once an hour, please let me know in the comment below as well. And if you don't have hosting, check into hosting. I put the link just down below. Have a look at it. Really recommend. Has been using for 3 years and nothing to say about it. Really good service. And yes, I'm affiliate.